This is Stephanie, and I'm having a pretty good day today because I went for a walk around my yard and I started to notice little specks, little sprouts of greenery, little dots of green around my yard. It is February right now, so this plant life, this liveliness is a welcome sight after months of cold and gray. If you are a regular viewer, you may know that spring is my favorite season because I am an avid gardener. So much of gardening to me is meditative, peaceful, calming, almost a little bit like ASMR, in that it is calming, soothing, mind clearing. I've always thought that seed starting and seed packets would make wonderful ASMR videos because the sounds of the seeds in their packets, the crinkle of the paper, the repetitiveness of the action, the nurturing of the care that we put into our beloved plants. I always thought that would make for such wonderful ASMR videos. So today I need to do an inventory of the seeds that I have in stock so that next week, or perhaps even this weekend, I will know what we have and what we need. And I hope that you will join me today while I do this work. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my notebook. This is just kind of my all-purpose notebook. It's like my everything drawer of notebooks. Has a funny saying on it. It says, "My research into working alongside a bunch of morons." Got this for my husband for Christmas. He thought it was funny too. It's just a joke. Our coworkers are actually wonderful people. We love our coworkers. Very fortunate in that regard. This is just a company that makes a lot of funny notebooks. I got a kick out of their website. But anyways, I'm just gonna open to a clean page. Start taking a few notes. And I'll tell you about what we have in stock along the way. Okay. So I'm going to make a few categories in my notebook. I'm going to make a category for greens, like lettuce, kale, that sort of thing. We do some salad bowl mixes. I'm going to do a category for vegetables, vegetables. I'm not sure if my current inventory has any flower seeds, but I'm going to make a category for it just in case, because I will also list the seeds that I wish to purchase before the gardening season kicks into gear. Now, I'm going to give tomatoes its own category because we grow many different varieties of tomatoes. Not just one or two. That's our most prolific plant that we grow is our tomatoes. They were very successful last year. We grew thousands of them. We were giving them to neighbors, friends, co-workers. We turned them into salsa, pasta sauce. I made a wonderful galette with cherry tomatoes. I'm sorry, not cherry tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes with honey and goat cheese. It was so delicious. I will likely be sharing many recipes with you on YouTube and perhaps Instagram as we get into the growing season. It is truly one of my passions. I'm so excited. Okay, so the first seed packet that I have today is from M.I. Gardener. M.I. Gardener has their own YouTube channel. I think they have like over 1 million subscribers. They're very popular on YouTube. They have a lot of how-to videos, a lot of very informative and educational videos. If you've ever wanted to learn how to garden, but if you're not really sure where to start, they have lots of educational content on their social medias, including YouTube, and they sell their own seeds. Every seed that we have purchased from M.I. Gardener has been a very high quality product. Obviously, this is not sponsored or anything like that. That is truly my thoughts on M.I. Gardener. Highly recommend. So this is their salad bowl mix, which basically just means that there are a variety of seed types in here that will grow into greens for salads. It says, a premium artisan blend of greens that will rival any salad mix from the store. Mixed varieties to offer different textures, leaf types, colors, and, when grown together, harvesting a well-rounded salad is as simple as snipping a few leaves. Okay. On the seed packet, they also have planting instructions and a QR code that you can scan for more information. So I'm going to go ahead and jot down salad bowl mix. Okay. I'm going to set that aside. Okay. Here we have some spinach from the Heirloom Seeds brand, another brand of seed that we have really enjoyed. really like spinach, but when it goes bad, I really don't care for the scent that it creates. I find it very repulsive. Okay, this is from Ohio Heirloom Seeds. I honestly do not know or remember enough about this company to have an opinion, but looks like we used it last year, so I'm sure if we kept it, that must mean we liked it. We would have gotten rid of it if we didn't like it. But these are red romaine lettuce seeds. Red romaine lettuce. Getting into gardening taught me that there are so many varieties of lettuces, tomatoes, peppers, even different types of zucchinis, even vegetables that I've never heard of, like cucamelons. It taught me that there's just so much wonderful food out there to grow and to try. Here we have another one from the Ohio Heirloom Seeds Company. This is mesclun lettuce seeds salad mix. Okay, so this is a mix. Another salad mix. So I'm just going to put a tally mark next to that one instead of drawing a new one. Oh, these are interesting looking seeds. Here. Let's see if I can show it. This is Swiss chard. Swiss chard. I'm gonna try to show you a seed. I'm not sure if the camera is able to pick up the interesting shape. My fingernails are not dirty. They just are a little stained because I was working on a painting project. My hands are probably the cleanest they have ever been, with the amount that I have scrubbed them after this painting project. But they still look a little stained, so just letting you know that they're not dirty. Swiss chard reminds me of that episode of Parks and Rec about the chard company. Chard. It's kind of fun to say. Chard is a very bitter green, but I guess it's good for you. Lots of seeds in here. I don't know which brand this is. This is not a branded envelope. This is kohlrabi, something like that. My husband was telling me this is some kind of purple leafy product. Can you call it a green if it's purple? I don't know. But I will write it down. It's one of those things that I didn't really know it existed until I got into gardening. This is a brand called Nature's Edge with a Z instead of an S. Nature's Edge. This is just marked as lettuce. Okay. Doesn't really specify. two of a kind. Here we have the homegrown heirloom seeds brand, and these are envelopes of kale seeds. So I'm going to write down kale and do tally mark so that I know there are multiples. Our kale grew very prolifically last year. Honestly, we grew more of it than we knew what to do with because kale is good and it's healthy. I mean, it can be good, but you can only eat so much of it. We tried to give a lot of it away, but believe it or not, people don't always consider kale to be the most neighborly gift. They liked the tomatoes a little better. Here we have another packet of lettuce. I'm gonna jot that down. Can't wait to make a fresh salad using only vegetables and greens that I grew myself. Such a satisfying experience. Oh look, it's hard to tell, but this is actually another packet of kale. Another packet of kale. What else we got? Another packet of lettuce. Okay. There's a few more in my greens container. Oh, arugula. Arugula is probably my favorite green to make salads with. Arugula. I don't think I spelled that right. There we go, arugula. Yes, arugula is my favorite salad green. It's hard to see the mark on this one. Just gonna slowly pull the tape. Kale. We found a wonderful kale recipe last year for a creamed curry kale. It was in a coconut milk with a Thai curry. Oh my goodness, it was one of the most delicious dishes that we have ever made. I'll have to find the recipe and share it with you all. I never knew that kale could be so delicious. Last one in the greens. This is blue kale. Okay, I'll give it its own category here because I haven't seen any other blue kale. Okay, so that does it for the greens. Got my inventory spelled out. Sounds like a rain stick. Okay. I'm just going to mark down a couple of the greens that I would like to get that that I don't have yet. I'm thinking I would really like to get some butter lettuce. I'm gonna make a wants category down here. Butter lettuce. Butter lettuce, butter lettuce. I'm not sure if you've ever had it before, but butter lettuce is a very light green, crunchy, mild lettuce green. It's great for salads. It's not really the kind of green that you would cook with. It is more for eating and enjoying fresh. I really like to make a salad with the butter lettuce and black olives and some fresh tomatoes, some pickled banana peppers, and freshly grated mozzarella cheese. And I like to serve it with a homemade balsamic vinaigrette dressing. It makes for such a lovely, fresh, crisp salad. I just love it so much. Okay. Well, it is time now for me to package up my seeds for today. It is a Valentine's Day celebration day for my family. So I'm going to set aside my work for today. I won't snap this closed because it's very loud. But I hope that you have enjoyed getting to spend some time with me and learn a little bit about my passions. I am sure that this will not be the last gardening related video that I will do this season. I'm very passionate about my vegetable garden, my flowers. This year I'm going to try to grow some fruits. I started some berry bushes last year and I'm hoping that this year they will start to produce. I'm going to be doing some seed starting with these this weekend, and I think I just might make a video about it because there are so many wonderful sounds involved in the seed starting process. So I leave you with this for today. I thank you for being here with me, and I wish you a wonderful good night. 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 Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today, I am going to be working on a little project. Going to be doing a little bit of crafting, some crocheting. We are going to put some progress into this cute little blue bird. I would love to finish it today because when I start something, I like to work on it till the very end, but I don't think that that is very realistic for this project. But we'll put some work in on it today. This is a crochet kit for beginners. I know a little bit about crocheting. I grew up knitting, and I wanted to take up crocheting. So I've been doing some beginner projects here and there, and I've always wanted to learn how to make the cute little animals. Honestly, I don't know what I will do with this when I'm finished with it. If it looks good, I'll probably give it to somebody who maybe could appreciate it. Or if it doesn't come out nicely, I could always just recycle the yarn, or I could fill it with catnip and give it to Lloyd. It's always an option. I enjoy the process more than the finished product, if that makes sense. Now that being said, I am a beginner at crocheting, so if you are more advanced, watching me struggle with it might be a little bit painful for you. Watching my beginner novice technique might not relax you the way this video is intended to. So, if you know more about crocheting than I do, which is likely, just know that I'm a beginner. I'm not super good at it, but I'm okay with that. If you are not a crocheter and would like to learn, this video is not a tutorial, but I will include some links to videos that I have found helpful in my own learning process. Okay. So inside this little folder, there is a pattern. As you can see from my check marks, I have already started this project. I've started on the bird body, so we will be continuing that today. Be following this pattern. I just purchased this little kit from Amazon because it came with everything I needed. A couple things that I found challenging about it were, number one, the magic ring had already been started, and I found it challenging to kind of pick up where somebody else left off, so I thought about just cutting that off and doing my own magic ring, but I eventually figured it out. Additionally, the video link for these instructions is broken. Either that or I am typing it in wrong. So, something to keep in mind if you purchase this kit for yourself. You should definitely know how to read a pattern and how to do a single crochet stitch, as well as how to crochet in the round, how to increase and decrease your circle. If you don't know how to do those things, I imagine this kit would be very frustrating, even though they say it is for beginners. So if you are like me and you want to learn how to crochet, I will leave some links below for really excellent videos that start at the very, very beginning of the crochet So here is what I have so far. Okay. Starting with the body, the fabric, the yarn is very good for beginners because it's easy to see all the stitches, and it's made of a durable, stretchy material. It's very forgiving. I don't really have to worry about this yarn breaking. It's very forgiving, stretchy. Kind of reminds me of like a t-shirt material. And the next part of the pattern that I have to follow is we're going to go around the loop here with 30 single crochet stitches. So we're going to go into each stitch and add a single crochet to each one. When I am finished with that, I will check it off with my pen. Okay. It's not perfect, but my hands and my mind enjoys the repetitiveness. I like keeping my hands occupied. Keeps me away from screens as well. And I get to create something to give away or keep. It's a very satisfying hobby. So you can see I've got a little stitch marker here that helps me keep track of where my stitches begin and where they end. Okay, it's actually coming together better than I thought it would for my very first time making a crochet plushie, so I'm really not complaining. Okay. Starting to take on a 3D shape, almost kind of looks like a basket. This ball of yarn is so soft, so buttery soft, feels like soft t-shirt material, and it's a pretty color too, kind of a turquoisey blue or teal blue. Might look a little different on camera, but that's what it looks like to me. So it's a little dark in here, but thankfully I can see my stitches very well. Okay, so I'm going to be counting to 30. There's going to be some silence in between. Okay. Slow counting, rhythmic and gestures as we work this pattern. Okay. My hands are sore, but I want to keep going. I want to finish this. I know I won't, but I'll finish it soon either way. Okay. One. That's 2, 3. Glasses are sliding down my face. It's better. 4. 6, 7, a little more yarn here. 8, 9, 10. We're 1/3 of the way there. 11, 12, too loose here, not too tight, not too loose. 13, 14, 15, halfway there. 16, some more yarn. 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 more. 21, 22. I'm going to move my stitch marker here. That's 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. You're gonna pull a nice tall loop so I don't lose my spot. Okay, 30. And I'm going to place a stitch marker so that I know for the next round where my stitches begin and end. This is my first time following a pattern. I normally just kind of free-hand it, just kind of start a project and let it become what it wants to become. But it's also kind of nice to have guidance and direction. The kit does come with stuffing so that it won't be like floppy or deflated looking. Okay. So the next part of this pattern is a little bit more complicated. I have to do 4 standard crochet and then increase. We're going to do that for a total of 4 times. And I said standard crochet when I should have said single crochet. For some reason, I like to call the single crochet a standard crochet, even though that's not technically the lingo. So this is the hook the loop where I left off. If you're curious, this is a 5mm hook. One of the videos I watched to learn how to do this was a great example of unintentional ASMR. Her voice is so soft and she speaks really close to the microphone. I really enjoyed it. I'll leave a link so that you can check it out and enjoy it on your own, even if you don't care to learn how to crochet. Well, my hands are sore. They are hurting, so I think I'm going to set this project aside for today, at least for a few hours, and perhaps come back to it tomorrow. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me for a bit today. And I'll be sure to see you in the next one. Lots of gardening ASMR coming up. I've heard from several of you telling me that you're excited about that. Thank you. I'm excited too. But right now it's time to wish you a peaceful and good night. Good night. Good night. If you are still watching this, that means you are a Patreon subscriber. So you get an extra long ad-free ASMR experience. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'm thankful for you. Can't wait to hang out with you for a little extra longer today. I'm gonna keep working on my crochet project. My hands are tired and sore, but it's a hobby that I just want to keep doing. When I start something, I like to finish it. So I hope that you will allow me to hang out with you for a little longer. Joy the dog has just joined me, so you may hear the homey sounds of her pitter-pattering around. Okay. It's just Joy, sweet little Joy. Okay, let's keep going. The next set of instructions here say I need to do 4 single crochets and then increase for a total of 6 times. I feel like I'm gonna have to make some tally marks because this type of instruction in a pattern tends to lose count easily. It's not confusing to me, but my mind tends to wander. I think about other things, so I'm gonna do 4 and then an increase, tally mark. Okay, and that should keep me accountable. So I'm just gonna kind of bend my project to suit a comfortable position. And we're going to count to 4 and then an increase. Okay, we're going to count to 4. So, maybe slow counting. 1. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay. So now in this next stitch we're going to increase it, which means we're going to do an extra stitch. Okay. Get nice and not too tight of tension here. And one more stitch in that same little hole. Okay, so that's 1. We need to do that 6 times. Okay, so we're going to count to 4 again. Loosen up some yarn. Go through yarn so fast with this project. Try not to drop it. Come on, Stephanie. Try not to drop it. This is the last increase step, so that's good. Okay. Counting to 4 again. 1, 2 loose. 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we do an increase. 1, 2. That's an increase. Okay, so that was 2 times. And again, so we're counting to 4 again. Welcome, 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 welcome. Tonight, we are going to be doing a guided muscle relaxation in a soft, whispered manner. I have done several of these before in a soft, spoken voice, but the people have requested a whispered version. So, your wish is my command. Let's light a little candle, shall we? Give you something to focus on. If you cannot, close your eyes quite yet. This little candle. This has been a great little tea candle. Okay. Now what I would like you to do is, if you are not already in a comfortable position, seated or lying down, go ahead and get as comfortable as you can. Sit down in a fluffy, soft chair, or lie down relax